one of our challenges, and one of the things that I've challenged our team to do, is to really think about how do we just make this BAU? How do we just make this something that our employees get excited about across the globe, that people just want to do this? And so we also, at the same time, have rolled out a very robust alternative workspace strategy, which has really focused on free addressing, hoteling, and reducing the number of people per seat, right? And so what we've done is we've created these special zones of new spaces that we've built out. So if you're an employee that just happens to be lucky enough to sit in an AWS space, not only are you going to get this great space that's targeted towards the kind of work that you do, but your alternative workspace strategy. Right, so people are familiar with AWS? Who works from home? Anybody work from home? Okay, a few people work from home. Anybody telecommute, come to the office a few days a week and are out, right? So what we've tried to do in our program is, we've eliminated an employee's attachment to their seat, okay? Because what we've realized is that on any given day, I know you landlords in the building don't want to hear this, right? And on any given day, the utilization of space is very low, right? Because just people are out sick, they're on vacation, they're at a business meeting, they're doing different things. So even in a peak environment, which is like a trading floor environment, you're going to see at max 65% utilization of the space. So if we're in Midtown Manhattan and we're paying $90 a square foot and we're using the space 65% of the time on a max day, and on average 45%, guess what? Our utilization is not very high. Yes, question?
Do you have any cultural challenges with that around?
Absolutely. So I'll walk you through that. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll tell you about the program because it's important, because what we've done is we've matched the AWS program with the sustainability elements, and I'll tell you how we started to move the needle with our employees. So the science behind it, if you will, is really understanding what people do and how they get work done. So based off your function and your family, what is the best environment for you to work in? And if you match that with this whole piece of the fact that you're not there most of the time, what we've attempted to do is to detach people from their seat, but to create an environment that is very welcoming for them, that allows them to your point, Charlotte, maximize productivity in certain ways, right? So this is very evident in places like our call centers. It's very evident in places where there's shift work. So what we've done is we've said, okay, because this is the type of work that you do, and the fact that you don't have to be sticky, we're going to create a work environment that allows you while you're there to feel very connected to the space, but when you leave, somebody else can come in and do the same thing. Technology has really driven this significantly for us to be able to do this. Little things like, how many people have pictures on their desk of their family, right? You have your little tchotchkes or whatever. You have these big file cabinets of stuff that you've never looked in the file cabinet in 15 years, right? So we've created central spaces out where you can keep your files. You can come in every day, grab your files, pull them to your desk. But we've also worked with our technology organization to create a profile for you. So your phone is attached to this. The thin client monitor on your desk is attached to this. And the little picture frames that are digital picture frames in the site are attached to it as well. So when you log into your computer, after you grab your little rolling thing and you come to your desk, when you log in, your phone automatically has all of the features that are your phone features, right? All your voicemails are there. All of the access to all the files that you have are right there. And that trip that you just took, that you want everybody to see the photos, you can bring it up right there on the digital photo. So when you're sitting there, if you want pictures of your kids, they come right up on the screen, right? We've matched that with sustainable elements in our buildings, so they're green. We have a very robust sustainability cradle-to-cradle strategy with our suppliers. So people who are now working in this space no longer feel like, oh my God, they're taking something away from us. They come in like, I work in the coolest space around, right? The desks are adjustable. The chairs have all these different cool features on them. And there's a lot of research behind, our culture is one that is an outlook culture. Many people work in cultures where you have to schedule a meeting in order to see somebody. But if you look at our population and you break it out, 130,000 of our employees are operations and technology employees, right? So many of those people work best in teaming environments. So we've created teaming environments for those types of employees to excel. We've layered sustainable features within that, so they're nice and light, they're bright. You know, things as small as the color of the carpet, the color of the walls, the furniture affect people's moods, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta hurry up, okay. So it affects people's moods in terms of how they get work done. So what we've done is we've said, okay, we're gonna take all of these elements, we're gonna take sustainable elements, and we're gonna make it a place where people wanna come and work. And so we've been able to move the needle for several employees. We've done retention studies of employees who worked in traditional environments to employees who've had the ability to work in these new environments, and they absolutely love it. And we've actually been able to do this in many of the countries across the globe where it makes sense for us to do this. So my time is up. The other thing I want to say is that as part of the BAU process that we've gone through, we've established very strong partnerships with the Clinton Climate Initiative, as well as we use the EPA Energy Star program quite robustly to move the needle in our portfolio, because it's really given us and it's given our employees the opportunity to move the needle and understand what is the health of their building. I'll just tell this one last story. I was talking to our CEO the other day, and to just give you, at the beginning, as I said, you know, people didn't really know anything about USGBC, they didn't know anything about LEED, et cetera. I saw our CEO in Mexico last week, and he came up to me and he said, yo, Chapman, what's going on? Two things. Number one, your blog on environmental matters on Citigroup today is more popular than anything else that's out there, okay? So I've started doing this blog. We had this huge program on Earth Day. We've established these green teams across all of our facilities across the corporation, so people have the ability to come together and do these things themselves. And as a result of that, people come in, we get more hits on the Citigroup Today website, on my blog, talking about green initiatives and things that we're doing in the corporation than the CEO does, okay? So that's one thing that's really interesting, right? Okay, listen, I got this. No. The other thing that's really interesting is he told me that now when he travels around the world, where they have buildings that have been Energy Star rated and have received a certificate, or there is a LEED certified building, the first thing the employee does to them, the person who is the business leader for that organization, is takes them over and says, you know we're in a LEED certified building, right? Or you know we got this great Energy Star plaque. So that says to me that we've moved the needle significantly in a really big organization. We still got our work cut out for us, but it's very positive, so thank you.